Hey guys, Florida Fanatics here, and we are here to talk about EDC Las Vegas 2018 and our stay at Hooters Hotel and Casino. That's where we chose to stay to save a little bit of money on our trip because we kind of an impromptu type thing. So
yeah, well, we're just gonna talk about the hotel and casino. We'll talk about EDC in another video, but I think if you watched our ticket unboxing, we did say that we kind of just did this on the last minute. We went to Ultra, had a great time,
right.
And then EDC was coming up, so we were like, hey, let's go. It was nothing planned, so we wanted to make it a little bit cheaper. Hooters Hotel and Casino was one of the cheapest. I think our whole trip for full round trip airfare and the hotel for 7 nights was like $1,000, pretty much even.
Yeah, which wasn't too bad at all. Especially if you want to save a little bit of extra money, stay a couple extra days past EDC and stay down there, gamble a little bit, visit the strips, you know, the shops, everything like that. And that's exactly what we did. And that's the thing. And you have to save money. If you have to save money for that, do it. And
I spent hours booking this trip, searching and going through all different hotels because we were trying to be budget friendly at the same time. And then I went ahead and did Hooters. I was reading the reviews after I booked it, and then I was a little skeptical, kind of scared that we were staying there, and I was like, darn, we should have stayed at Luxor or Treasure Island, or or possibly the Venetian. But you know, we went, and we're gonna actually cut right now and give you the room tour that we filmed. All right, so here we are at the Hooters Hotel and Casino. We only have one bed, but it's a big bed. But this is what the room looks like. This is just a standard run-of-the-house room. It does overlook the pool. Kind of a cool pool with a screen over there. So, I mean, it's okay. I've stayed at worse.
It'll get the job done. It's budget. We decided to go last minute, so we had to make some sacrifices in order to be able to go. So
shower, pretty standard. But the one thing that I will say that we've noticed here is that it smells just like grease in this room.
Yeah,
like
it
chicken
smells
wings.
Exactly like grease. Like I used to work at McDonald's like a long time ago when I was like a teenager, and it smells like that. You're in a deep fryer, no joke.
But I mean,
I don't know, the
bed's comfortable. It's not bad.
It'll have to do because
but there is
we have EDC is more important. That's the more important part, EDC. So we decided to stay cheap and go expensive with EDC and get the shuttle pass. So that's what we did. So instead of getting a fancy hotel, which we could have done, we decided to use the extra money on gambling. We're in Vegas, right? So we save the extra money, and we can walk to any hotel on the Strip, and I felt it was a better plan. What about you?
Yeah, and it's not too far off the Strip. So I know the Tropicana is right next door. The MGM Grand is right across the street. You have New York, and the Lux are all close by. So, but I think the room will do for what we need it for. So this is what the rooms look like. So if you're ever wanting to stay in here, this is what you can expect.
And you can smell. Alright guys, and now that we're back from that, the room is actually not too bad, as you can see. It wasn't bad. I will say this though, it did smell like grease. Yeah, like cooking grease.
Right when we walked in there, yeah.
Yeah.
And I understand there's a 24-hour Hooters restaurant like basically below us. Well, 10 floors was. We were on the 10th floor.
Yeah. So.
But the smell did go away after a while. But it was very, very strong when we first walked into that room.
I think it's because we just got used to it. I don't think it went away. Because I could smell it. But no, it does have a smell. If you don't mind that too much, if you don't mind like the food restaurant smell, it's not too bad. I mean, it's just like working in a restaurant, I guess. You're gonna smell that there. The rooms were not too bad. I felt like the rooms were clean enough.
you know, as far as that goes, if you're budget, you know, if you're definitely budgeting, it was a smaller hotel, so there wasn't as many people late at night, so it kind of felt kind of cozy. Like you could go down and smoke a cigarette or something.
If you actually stayed, so I've been to Vegas before. Usually in those wee hours in the morning, it's usually not that busy. All the hotels and casinos are like that.
See, it's my first time.
But yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought. So maybe just having those lower expectations helped a little bit.
I didn't know what expectations to have. I was just like, okay, we're going.
But we've stayed in a lot of hotels in Orlando, and we've stayed at some very bad hotels.
Yeah, we've stayed at some very bad hotels. Bad.
But no, I mean, one of the things is, you know, we were out at EDC for all night. We were really coming back to sleep for a few hours.
Yeah.
We can be picky when it comes to hotels.
Yeah.
Because I like to actually stay at nice hotels.
Right. I like to, you know, go in the bathroom and say, oh wow, this is a really nice bathroom with a really nice shower. And, you know, you have plenty of room in there. And then, you know, the bed, super nice, super comfortable, nice sheets. And, you know, oh look, there's a speck on the wall. Up, ding. So.
I mean, yeah, we've been to hotels where there was some nasty stuff, questionable stuff that was on either the furniture or the walls.
There's like boogers on the walls or something at one of them, I think.
No, it was gross.
Well, it wasn't at Hooters, I will say that.
But I enjoyed it. I would actually stay there again, especially for this event, just for the cost.
Definitely.
There is a downside. I mean, with all the Las Vegas hotels, most of them do charge a resort fee.
Yeah.
We were charged $35 a night. It was one of the lower resort fees.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I chose this hotel.
I think some were like 50 or more, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
But and it gets you apparently the Wi-Fi, 2 free bottles of water a day, which we didn't.
We should.
We didn't get because we didn't get the room service, and they print your boarding passes. But you know, back in the day, all that used to be free anyhow.
Yeah.
But I mean, we didn't use any of that. We didn't ever went to the pool.
It was nice though, because actually I could see it out of our room. It was actually a pretty nice pool. I think they had 2 separate pools. I don't know what it was for. I didn't go down there and check it out because we weren't really there focused on swimming. We were there, you know, 3 of the days.
And he hasn't gone to the other hotels to see their pools.
Yeah, well, that too. So I mean, it looked fine from up, you know, from up above. What I saw, there were people down there swimming, but I'm sure there are other pools at the hotels are probably, you know, multi-million-dollar pools. So
there are definitely nicer pools. MGM has a really huge pool and I think a huge lazy river. But typically when you're in Vegas, you're not out there to swim. Most people are gambling or they're indoors anyhow. But
right.
The hotel did have like I said, 24-hour Hooters, and it had a 24-hour Steak and Shake in there.
Yeah, Steak and Shake is also 24 hours in there. There's also a little area that you can go in and get Krispy Kreme donuts and coffee and stuff like that.
I think that was a Caribou coffee, but that wasn't 24 hours.
It might not be. I think there's the Pizza Hut that was not 24 hours. I think the little place where you can get Krispy Kreme donuts is.
Well, no, it was locked up at certain times.
Was it?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
There was a 24-hour store, but I mean, you can find that in any hotel.
Yeah.
The casino was small, but it was, if you like playing cheap, like you know, like I do, it's a good place. I think they have dollar blackjack.
Which was fun. I played that. I was up like, you know, $30, and then I got brave and then lost $30.
But
you know,
but you know, we showed you the room tour. I think the worst thing about it, and it was funny because I actually took a survey on this when I was signing in for the Wi-Fi. It popped up and they asked me to take a survey, and I said I gave them like a 5 out of 10. I complained that there was no mini fridges. Because that should be a standard in every room.
I do believe that. If you're in Vegas, there should be a mini fridge in every room, no exceptions.
Well, I don't care if you're in Vegas or not. I think any hotel room should have a mini fridge.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, there's the things with stars in hotels. It depends on, I guess, what type of star of hotel that was. It could have been a 2 or a 3-star hotel.
I think it is, but I mean,
right,
it doesn't matter. I think every hotel you should come standard with a mini fridge.
They're not going to.
Most of them that we've been had mini fridges. The only first hotel I've ever been in not have a mini fridge. But I took it on a survey, and I even put that they should have a mini fridge, especially for the resort fees that they charge us. And then an hour later, we get a knock on the door, and
you want a mini fridge?
and they said, "Did you guys order the mini fridge?" And we're like, "No, but we'll take one."
And they were like, "Oh, well, there's some confusion," so we had to radio down and everything. It was like, "So these guys didn't know anything about no mini fridge," and he's like, "And
well, they
you want to just give it to them?"
No,
and they were like, "No, take it down in storage." So they were about to charge us for a mini fridge.
Well, yeah. So I guess that was the caveat to that is that if you get a mini, they do have mini fridges, but you have to pay by the day. I didn't even ask how much. We just said get rid of it because I wasn't paying anymore.
Yeah, forget that. I mean, I figured it was something they were comping him because he was mad that they didn't have a mini fridge. So
that's what I thought.
So we're like, come on, like, yeah, just you should have just give it to it, you know. So I'm dinging. Sorry, Hooters, you're being dinged for that. That was unprofessional and stupid. Like, why waste your time? We did not request a mini fridge. But anyways,
but yeah, that's the only major problem that I had with it. They actually had really nice toiletries. I will say that.
They had the stress relief stuff from...
It was Bath and Body Works, the stress relief. I think it's like eucalyptus. It's actually one of my favorite scents from there. Someone that I used to work with in Ohio turned me on to it. She would buy me the lotion and the candles. Smells really good. They actually had the lotion in there, and the soaps was all the stress relief Bath and Body Works. I was impressed with that.
Yeah. They had the shampoo, which was nice because, yeah, it does smell really good and relaxing at night. So, I mean, it does mask the smell of grease.
But as you saw, I think the room was very decently sized. They could have added some more stuff in there. So much room, like a mini fridge.
Right. The room's big. Well, throw a mini fridge in there.
The air conditioning was very cold. It was nice. It was a little bit loud. That's what I just remember about that. And then I know the TV. It did not get as loud as it should have.
Yeah, I don't know.
When you turn the volume all the way up, it wasn't really that loud. So, and it was hard to hear the TV when the air conditioning was on.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, other than that, the shower was average. I don't even think they had it so you could really adjust the head. It was kind of weird, but it was still like a big shower head, so it was nice.
The one weird thing is the first night, because I know when I got there and we took a shower before we went out, the water wasn't warm. You actually, when you turned it all the way on to hot, it was coming out. Well, it was warm, but it was not coming out hot. Then after that, it was coming out.
It was like super hot. So what I think it was doing was like cycling through tanks or something. There must be some sort of like switch there. You know, because everyone's using the shower. So once one's empty, it probably switches to another one. But it got really hot all of a sudden one night. Same with me. I was taking a shower. It was freezing, and then it was hot. So I don't know. Had some issues there, but nothing like. I mean, we're splitting hairs here. There's not like, but it's something. It's good to know if you really are picky. And we are too. So it's good to know. It's information you might want to have. So. If those things bother you, stay away from it.
I felt like the carpets were clean there. Because that's one thing that I don't like. If I don't feel comfortable walking around like barefoot.
Yeah.
It's not a good place. But I felt that it was clean. The location of the hotel was nice. It was right across from basically the MGM Grand. It's off the strip though.
Yeah, literally you could walk right across the street and be there. So that's what I liked about it, and I did think it was kind of a little bit of a cozy little hotel.
It's a little smaller one, and basically from the Hooters Hotel, there is the Tropicana, which is on the strip, which is across from Excalibur. So basically you just got to walk that distance and you're right there on the strip. So it was not that far. You are on the end where Luxor, Excalibur, New York, and Mandalay Bay is.
So the two closest like major casinos other than Hooters would be the Tropicana and MGM. So those are the two. If you just wanted to easily walk to them real quick, you have easy access to two decent sized casinos. So if you don't want to play, they have everything there at Hooters. They have table games and slots, but if you want to go somewhere else, you can go. Those are the two major ones that are there. So. But
yeah, so I know like what's probably more popular is mid-strip. where like Caesar's Palace is and all that. And then you have the South End, which I did walk the whole entire strip by myself one day. It was a long walk. I was just checking out the different hotels and things, so got some pictures for our Instagram, so you can check that out at, you know, I think is it Florida_Fanatics is our Instagram page.
I believe so. I believe it's either at Florida Fanatics or at FL Fanatics or at FL_Fanatics. I can't remember, darn. But it's one of them.
it's Florida_Fanatics. So
Is
now
it
you're just
really?
adding all this stuff to be confusing.
Oh, sorry. Well, sorry to confuse you.
But overall, what would you say, just brief, your opinions on the hotel? Just give it a rating, I guess.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If I'm rating a hotel, let's say, if we're talking 0 stars to 10 stars, and we're talking out of even the Aria, like the top of the line, I'm gonna give it about a 5. Okay, but if I'm going to like the lower end of the hotels, and you know, we're just picking out of, you know, the budget hotels and stuff like that, I'd probably give it at about an 8.
Oh my god, just give it one rating.
No, seriously, you can't, it's too hard to do. There's so many.
I know everyone's different, but I mean, gee, you're giving a rating
No,
from this and this. Just one
listen,
rating would be good.
Okay, I can't, but I'm saying I can't do that for two reasons. Like, you can't compare the Aria to Hooters, like, or you'd be like, well,
I'm not
it's a
saying
2.
I didn't say compare it to Aria. I'm just saying, in your overall, what would you rate it?
Well, I gave it 2
Because
ratings.
you never say it to Aria. You never say it to Aria. So
no,
you
I
wouldn't have
went
that.
inside it. I went inside the Aria, and that place is nice.
You haven't even
Really
seen
nice
the
and
rooms.
spacious.
You haven't, yeah. So you don't even
I
have
don't
anything
need
to
see
compare it to.
Whatever, I could go online and see the rooms.
I would probably say 5 or 6. I would rate it, but I would go back there. I would stay there.
That's what I was gonna say. 5 or 6 if you want to literally put in every hotel on the strip.
If I'm going back there to like experience EDC, I would stay there because it's just a place to sleep. If I'm going there to actually go back and experience Vegas and just do Vegas, I probably wouldn't stay there. I would step it up and stay somewhere like the Venetian. So.
Right. But yeah, a 5 or a 6 is actually not, we're not saying that's a bad rating either. That's just something like, if you want to hang your head and save a little bit of money, have more money to gamble, if you wanted a couple extra days, more money to spend at EDC on souvenirs, things like that, or even some more money to spend on that Premier Shuttle Pass where you get all the goodies. So there you have it. So
yeah, because it's not the top of the line hotel, but it's definitely not the worst. It's I would say it's in the middle. So
yeah.
But hopefully you like the review. Hopefully it helps you guys out or anybody out if you're thinking about staying there or if you're not wanting to stay there based on it. Hopefully we helped you a little bit.
Exactly. So that has been our review of Hooters Casino and Hotel. So yeah, with that being said, guys, please comment and subscribe below. It really helps us out. And thank you guys for watching. And until next time, we will see you. We'll see you then. Bye.